Pretty Little Liars started as a secret whispered on the pages of my books. It grew into a global phenomenon, a story people watched on their TV screens every week. The tale begins in a perfect-looking town called Rosewood, Pennsylvania. But under the surface, Rosewood is full of secrets. The story follows four friends: Spencer Hastings, Hannah Maren Aria Montgomery Emily Fields. Their lives are turned completely upside down when their best friend and queen bee, Allison De Laurentiis, goes missing. A year later, they begin receiving mysterious messages from someone who only calls themselves A. These messages, and the shadowy figure who sends them, seems to know all their secrets. The core of the story, in both my books and on the screen, is the same. It's a story about friendship secrets, the terrifying feeling of being watched. But the paths the story takes are very different, like two roads that start together and end apart. The TV show, developed by Marlene King, used the characters and initial setup but spun a new web of mysteries. That created a unique experience even for readers who thought they knew what would happen. The show introduced new characters, new relationships, and twists that were never in the original books I wrote. One of the biggest changes involves the characters themselves. While their core personalities are similar, their appearances and some histories were changed for television. Emily in the books: strawberry blonde hair and a family not initially accepting of her sexuality. Emily on screen: an only child, a competitive swimmer with dark hair. Hannah in the books: a brunette desperate to be popular. Hannah on screen: a witty blonde fashionista. Rosewood's world expanded on television. The show introduced places like the Brew. It also created new supporting characters, such as Caleb Rivers. Those additions gave the show room to grow across 7 seasons. My book series stayed more contained, focusing tightly on the liars and their immediate circle. The friendships between Spencer, Hannah, Aria, and Emily are the heart of Pretty Little Liars. In both the books and the show, their bond is tested by A at every turn. The relationships that fans of the show grew to love, like Hannah and Caleb, Spencer and Toby, simply do not exist in the books. These couples became central to the show's emotional core. Aria's relationship with her English teacher, Ezra Fitz, is a major part of both stories. In the books, their story ends much sooner, and isn't the central romance it is on the show. Spencer has a number of different boyfriends, but her connection with Toby is not romantic. Hannah's main book love is Mike Montgomery, Aria's younger brother. This difference is one of the most significant changes between the versions. Ultimately, the endings are quite distinct. The central question of Pretty Little Liars is simple. Who is A? This mysterious villain is the puppet master who torments the girls relentlessly. In my original book series, the first A is revealed to be Mona Vanderwall. She was a nerdy, unpopular girl who was tormented by Allison. The ultimate villain in the book series is revealed to be Allison De Laurentiis herself. It turns out that the real Allison had a secret identical twin sister named Courtney. The family sent Allison to a mental institution, but it was actually Courtney they had sent away. The girl the liars knew as Allison was Courtney, who had taken her sister's place. The television show took a much more complicated and winding path to its A reveal. Like in the books, Mona is revealed as the original A at the end of the 2nd season. But after Mona was stopped, the game was taken over by a much bigger and more dangerous force. The show introduced the idea of an A-team and a mysterious figure known as Redcoat. In the show's final seasons, the ultimate villain, AD, is revealed to be Alex Drake, Spencer Hastings' secret identical twin sister. She was born in Radley Sanitarium and given up for adoption, growing up in England with no knowledge of her family. Driven by jealousy and a twisted desire for revenge, Alex created the elaborate final game to steal Spencer's life and punish the liars. When you compare the two versions of Pretty Little Liars, the differences are truly stunning. The book series presents a more straightforward, deeply personal psychological thriller. The television show, on the other hand, is a wild, unpredictable roller coaster ride. The twin twist with Allison and Courtney is, for me, the perfect dark heart of the Pretty Little Liars mystery. It's a tighter, scarier, more intimate story about the pretty little lies we tell.